You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hi, what's up, honey? Hey, Mel, what's up? Hey, Tay Bay, what up, baby? How y'all doing? Welcome to this Monday night chat. I have some more things I had to say, and I hope y'all here to hear them and ready to engage, because y'all know I went live earlier today and it was my lunch break. So I couldn't, it was a rush job. It was a little rush job. I gave y'all a little quickie, you know how the morning quickies go in and out. And then I had to bounce. Okay. So I'm back. So make sure you guys like and share the video, please. And thank you very much. As always, I will do my little commentary, my little 1-2. I'm also going to drop the link to the StreamYard if anybody wants to hit the link. Yeah, so let me go ahead. Matter of fact, let me do it now, because I know y'all be on my neck. Pin the link, hood table, pin the link. And then I'll be having like 2 different lives, or 2 different streams, the vertical and the horizontal. So I know some people be watching from their cell phones. So let me go ahead and pin it there as well. And come on in. Okay, all right, got it. You said I didn't even get a notification this morning. I think okay, so I have been doing impromptu lives. It's easier for me. I know everybody has their own way of doing things when they do content on YouTube. It seems a lot easier for me to just come when I can come. I mean, just go live when I can go live, because I don't want to schedule things and then things happen and I'm late and all that kind of stuff. So when I feel like, okay, I feel like going live, I'm just going to make that StreamYard video and I'm just going to pop up on here, and hopefully, somebody will watch. Somebody will be looking at me like Joe Jackson in this damn picture on the screen. Okay, we're going to get into that picture on the screen too, because I want to know how many of you guys are excited about the Michael Jackson biopic that's coming out in April. And this is the man who's playing Papa John. All right, this is Joe Jackson right here. But yes, it's got some stars in the show. It got Nia Long. The guy who's playing Michael Jackson is Jafar, playing the older Michael Jackson. Julio Cruvaldi is playing the young Michael Jackson. Coleman Domingo is playing Michael Jackson's father. Nia Long is playing Catherine, Michael's mother. It's a lot of people in here in this biopic. Kendrick Sampson is playing Quincy Jones. Kat Graham is playing Diana Ross. Lorenz Tate is playing Berry Gordy. Okay. Derek Luke is playing Johnny Cochran. They got some big names in this movie, y'all. And I'm telling you, when it comes out, me and my homegirls is going to come see it, and then we're going to come back and give a review. Okay, we're going to give a review. So let me take Joe Jackson off of here, because he looks scary. He looked really scary. So let me take him off of here. You know, that was a mean mother sucker. But what he did for them boys, like the status that he got them, even the ones who didn't make it as far as their little bro Mike, you know, they still, you know, made money and all that kind of shit. Notoriety, you know, famous, all that shit. Janet Jackson, okay. Just Janet. That's nasty. Okay. But anyway, so there are a few things that I want to talk about. And Mel, sometimes people say it works if you unsubscribe to somebody and then you resubscribe. But then if you unsubscribe, then of course if you're a member, then that will go away. So I don't know. Maybe if you hit the notification bell and take it off and then just click the notification bell again. I don't know. I don't know, child. But let me take a drink before I get started. Okay, so it's kind of like three things that I want to talk about. So it's not going to take me long. Then I'll drop the link. One of them is I finally got a chance to watch Bree's entire live that she did the other day, because I had watched some of it and then I was doing something else. Then I started watching somebody else and somebody else. Then it was the lip sync contest. And then I was watching the reviews after that. And then, you know, it's hard to keep up, y'all. It's hard to keep up when all that shit is going on in the sector, right? So I finally got a chance to finish watching Bree. And Bree has come to the decision to stop fucking around with anybody else who, you know, ain't in the sector. Now, a lot of us wished that they never did, right? A lot of us wish that they never, ever would have fucked around with the motherfuckers in the sector. I didn't even know, like, when those sector names start being passed around, I was like, who the fuck is a Umar? I was one of those people like, who the fuck is a Umar? What is a goddamn Umar? And then when I started, when I like, they started trying to migrate over here, I was like, Umar. They was like, Umar Johnson. He's Dr. Umar, whatever. So I'm thinking it was this sector and they support all these people support this guy named Dr. Umar. But kind of find out they really it's not really a support sector. It's kind of like they be, you know, discussing him, doing commentary, dragging him, expose, you know, stuff like that. So I was totally confused, just like I'm totally confused about the Mo3 sector. I'm like, the Kanaya Jenkins sector. A lot of these sectors, they start out discussing certain things, certain topics, and then they slowly become this type of sector where everybody's arguing, beefing, exposing, doxing, fighting, all this kind of shit. And like the whole purpose of the sector is like, you know, it's just all over the place. Now, one thing I can't say about the B sector, people continue to beef. The way it started is the way it's still going. What's up? How you doing, Miss Jackie? How you doing, love? But yeah, so the B sector, that name is gonna even when we are over here quenching for thirst and it's dry as a motherfucking desert over here. The B sector will forever live on. I don't know how long it will live on, but hopefully a lot of us, by the time we get to a certain age, we still ain't on this motherfucker all day long, acting like a motherfucking donkey. You said goals. Hey, thank you, Mel. Thank you for helping me meet my goals. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's get this started, right? So Bree, she also said that she knows people are going to drag her. Some people are dragging her. I haven't dragged her. I'm not here to drag her. And I'm not saying this because of the whole don't kick a person when they down type of shit. That's not what I do on here. I do commentary, I discuss shit, I get my opinions on shit, but I don't think I really dragged anyone ever on here, and I've been on here for years. So if you expect that over here, you will never get me just coming out my bag, dragging somebody. You know, if somebody don't like me, I might say something about it, but other than that, I ain't on here for that. But anywho, What? But, y'all, did y'all watch Bree's video? Now, I rewinded it a whole lot, like maybe 5 or 6 times to a certain point, to like the 3709 mark. Y'all go over there to Bree's video to the 3709 mark. The video where she's talking about what did she name the hold on, what did she name the video? Hold on. I watched it, but I can't remember the name of it. Brianna Discovery, rediscovering Brie. Okay, so it's called Let's Talk About It. So if you go to the 3709 mark, 37 minutes, 9 seconds, I heard a baby. I was like, Brie, where you at? Is that the TV? Or do y'all got some little babies over there? I'm telling y'all, I can't rewind it, and I heard this. I was like, babysitting. Because as far as I know, her guy, his kids aren't babies. I don't think. But yeah, I heard a little baby and it was so cute. I was like, okay, maybe I'm hearing shit. Maybe one of her friends or family members over, or I don't know. It sounded like a baby was like right underneath her, like she could have been holding a baby. I heard a baby, y'all. 3709. That's the timestamp on her video, and I kept rewinding it. I said, "Why ain't nobody talking about this baby whining that we heard in Bree's background?" I know it just wasn't me, and if it was the TV or something like that, oh well. But I just was like, "Oh my god, I hear a baby." But anyway, I just had to say that. So anyway, the other night Brie went live. It was on her backup channel. One of the things she had mentioned was, of course, that she is no longer going to be she's all about B sector now. She's all about B sector. She said, I don't care if anybody's going to hop on that train, if anybody's going to kick her while she's down, bashing her, all that kind of stuff. She don't care. What she is going to now and forever be is pro B sector. She will not be supporting anybody else that is not in the B sector, only the B sector. And she will not have any mods that are not B sector. Only B sector going forward. And she said if somebody comes for somebody in our sector, she's going to be stepping behind that person in the sector. Regardless of what other sector is coming against the person in our sector, she's going to be on the B sector side. That's what she said. That's what she said. She also mentioned how she's kind of glad that, even though Brie got some good history, she got some epic lives, right? We cannot deny that. Brie has had some epic lives over the years, right? A lot of that history is gone. I know some people always say, you should get a hard disk or something like that, and people should download or save all their videos. That's a lot to do. It's a lot to do. I mean, fuck. You have files on files on files on files. But I don't know. And then some people do like 2 lives a day. That's just a lot. I'm sure there's probably some people who do that, but I ain't got it to do. But anyway, so she said that's what she's gonna do. She did get some shout outs to like a few people. Lemon, Rick, Phi, VS, Pisa, of course. Pisa, Lady Nika got her back. So she gave her shout outs to Lady Nika. Shout out to the people. She even said shout out to the people who have, given her positive feedback, even if they were calling her a fat ass in the process. So she still, to me, it still seems like she says she's not sad about it. But again, like I said, I would be sad. I would be devastated. Now, she's a lot stronger than I am if she's really not sad, or maybe she just would never say it on here. But yeah, it's a sad thing. It's a horrific thing to lose a channel with that many subscribers. It's a tragic thing. And then what's most importantly about it, to me, is not even all about the money that you lost, because you could make another fucking channel. We didn't. Oh, y'all, do y'all remember how people used to lose channels, right? And they asses would be back the next motherfucking night. Do you know how many channels BS had lost? And she would create another channel, and I promise you, within hours, she had like 2,000-3,000 subbies within hours. Okay, so yeah, people do that. You can easily create another channel. She already had a backup. It's more about the history, the epic lives, the drags, just all the fool-la-la, everything that went down in history that's no longer here. That's what would be sad to me. Fuck the money. I can make money on another channel. And if you got backups, you can easily, people who gonna support you, they still gonna support you. They gonna come to your channel. They gonna subscribe. They gonna give you cash apps and super chats and all that. That shit ain't gonna end just because somebody took your channel. So it's more of the history of the channel and all the shit that went down, the good, the bad, the ugly, all the things that went down on that channel. But yeah, she did give them a shout out. And there are people who have been giving her good feedback, and then there are people out here who's just dragging her. That's what she deserves. She's a mean old bully, a mean girl, things like that. And everybody has their right to believe that she is a mean girl. Everybody has their right. A lot of people who might have went heads up with her or had issues with her or was dragged by her or whatever, you have your own right to believe that she's a mean girl. And there's a lot of mean people on here. I've said that before. It's just it's funny to me because I promise you, I done seen people do meaner things than her. I done heard people say meaner things than her. And I'm not taking nobody's back. I try to stay, in the middle, just doing commentary. That's what I try to do. But, it's a lot. If we gonna call it out, let's call them out. Let's call out the mean bully boys and the mean bully girls. We got to call them out. But yeah, Bree might have been the mean girl for many, many moons, many, many years. But it's a lot of people who done some crazy shit on this platform. So she ain't alone. She ain't alone. She just happened to piss the wrong person off. And they just happened to take her channel. That's what the fuck happened. And what up, Vibrant? How you doing, love? Thank you for dropping the links in the chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yeah, so that's that. But she's no longer going to associate with anybody who's no longer in the B sector. And one thing I got from what she was saying about if anybody in the B sector is if somebody's coming at them like from another sector, she's going to be behind that person. One thing that I know Bree has understood and has saw very clearly over time, that a lot of times when she do get involved with stuff, don't nobody be really behind her. I mean, she got like the Ville, people over there, the Ville, that's just like Five. Five can do the fucked up shit she do, but she got the babes. It's like everybody who has their supporters, they gonna have people that gonna support them regardless of what they do on here, right? We talked about that the other day. Regardless of what they do on here, good or bad, they gonna support them. But it was kind of like the position that Fi was in. A lot of people outside of her camp, oh, that's what she get. That's good. They done stole her name. Woo, 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 woo. All this, they copyright or whatever, with Johnny Mac, all that shit, right? All the shit. And so, with her, it's like, okay, she got her channel taken. Goody, goody. Like my grandma used to say when we would do something that she told us not to do and we get in trouble or something. Goody, goody. And she got that from that old school song back in like the 50s or 60s or something. I can't remember that dude's name, but there was a song called Goody Goody. But anyway, yeah, so she feels like she no longer want to associate them. She's gonna work on growing her channel, discussing different type of things. It might be B sector as well, but she's gonna move differently. And that's one thing a lot of people say when their channels get struck. They say they're going to move differently, but you know what happens? How many times has Jay Wilson reverted back to preaching? 5'8". She became a whole preacher over there. When she first came on this application and we was watching her early in the mornings, I never forget. I get up and make my coffee. Fi was over there making her coffee. All of us was drinking coffee and watching Fi and, talking with her in the morning when she was on her patio. Never forget. Those were the days, right? Around the beginning of the B sector. And so, you know, during that time, she used to come on here and she would talk about celebrities and different things, but she would talk about, you know, God and things like that too. And then it slowly got into what she was doing, you know, in the B sector and the fuck shit. And then after her channel, you know, got snatched or a channel, and then, you know, the copyright or whatever Johnny Mac did. Then she took a hiatus for a while. I can't remember how long. Maybe it was like, what was it, like 3 or 4 months? It was some time. She took some time off, I guess, to reflect, figure out what she was gonna do, how she was gonna move. And she came out here and everybody was like, oh, Fi out here, she's preaching, she's teaching, all this kind of stuff, trying to save the souls, trying to witness and heal the blind, you know, all that kind of shit, right? And so a lot of people, including me, was like, that ain't gonna last for long. No shade, no tea. If that's what she wanted to do, that's what she wanted to do. But when your heart, and we know there are certain people in this sector, their heart is in the B sector. You can't deny that it's very addicting. It's addictive to us CCs. It's addictive to the subbies, and that's why the subbies get so damn invested. Like, y'all subbies get so damn invested. Y'all be more invested in our lives than y'all are with your own lives. And that's crazy to me. Hey, Nurse K, how you doing, love? Welcome, welcome. Make sure you guys are liking and sharing the video. But that shit is crazy to me. Like, crazy to me. But anyway, that's what it gives. So I knew sooner or later she was going to come back around and start discussing B sector and shit like that. You know, a lot of people said that Fi, what was missing from the sector. A lot of people said when VS was gone, that's what's missing from the sector. A lot of people, when the bigger YouTubers or the bigger content creators are gone, we can tell, you can just notice the shift. And then when we get all these people that, how they say, who opened the gates? Who left the gates open? You know, when a lot of people was coming through the gates, they was coming through the gates, and people was like, no, lock the motherfucking door, lock the fucking door. But some of us didn't listen. And how somebody say, I was running amok. They was running amok. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It is, some of y'all still going to associate with people from different sectors, and that's cool. Do what the fuck you want to do with your own panel, but just be careful. Just be careful. Because like they warned us in the beginning, a lot of them was involved in a lot of fuck shit. A lot of that channel snatching, a lot of low, you know, low ball shit. Not like we over here angels, because we certainly the fuck not. We ain't no angels. We over here either doing some fuck shit or we watching the fuck shit. So even the ones that we were watching, we be watching fuck shit, and we be sitting here like, oh my, clutching pearl sometime. Like, let me turn this channel. Let me go watch Netflix today. But we still be for the shit. Okay, we always come back, right? So, you know, no judgment, no shade, no tea on what y'all do over here. Y'all do what y'all do. But just remember, there are consequences sometime. Okay? Mm-hmm. You said, I remember hanging out with Bree back when she had maybe 30. I remember too. I remember when Bree made her first pound cake. I remember when Bree made her first pound cake online. And do y'all remember I had hit the link? You see, y'all probably don't even remember that shit. I had hit Bree's link a long time ago. A long time ago. That was years ago. And I hit her link because she was trying to make a drizzle for her pound cake. And I had hit the link, and I sent her a recipe that I use. And I sent her my recipe, and she ended up using it. And the cake turned out good, which it probably would have turned out if she used a different recipe. But, you know, we was all watching each other back in the day. And so she was up there making that cake, and I can't remember if she was looking for the recipe or couldn't find it or something. But I hit her link and I sent her, I think it was on IG. Yep, I sent her the recipe on IG. That was years ago. That's years ago. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of us have been here from the beginning, watching people grow their channels. It's kind of like watching somebody's kid grow up right in front of our eyes, right? Like y'all done seen Baby Ace, he's about to be 5 in May. And y'all like, oh my God, I remember when he was so little, when he was first born, and you brought him on here. And then when y'all see the videos, y'all be like, oh my God, he's so big, you know. And it's that's how it is when we watch a lot of CCs on here. We watch them start with little numbers, little crowds, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's kind of like that, watching somebody, you know, raising a child, watching somebody's kid grow up when we see these channels blossom. And what's up, TC? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. What up, Riggs? How you doing, boo? Good evening, everybody. Make sure you like and share the video. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And again, I'll be dropping the link in a minute here. But I got to get my little 1-2, right? My little 1-2. I know how y'all be talking about motherfuckers who always got panels, can't get no commentary. This bitch gives commentary, okay? Been doing the shit before I was doing B-sector commentary. Okay, this bitch got numbers. Might not be in the B sector, but I got numbers on other type of commentary, okay? TV show reviews, celebrity news, shit, whatever. Anyway, so as I was saying, one thing she did mention as well was about Shakim. And I and others thought what Shakim did was fucked up. But when you look at who we're discussing, who we're talking about, when we look at who people have been accusing of going to YouTube, pretending to be other people, trying to get people's channels snatched, and then people's channels get snatched. I mean, I saw this. I saw him for what he was a long time ago. A long time ago. When he was motherfucking sitting in Cash Apps and then getting the refunds from the Cash Apps that he was sending people. I was like, ain't that some fuck shit? People was posting all these screenshots of him reneging the Cash Apps and all that shit, and then taking money to go on trips, and then he wouldn't take trips or that he was supposed to go, or he was going somewhere else. And then it's like the scam of it all, right? So I don't know. I would never rub shoulders with certain people. Not in real life, not on here. I say it and I say it again. When people show you who they are, motherfucking believe them. Okay? Okay? Motherfucking believe them. I don't know what. I don't understand. I don't understand. I know this is a money game. This is a numbers game. This is a click and views game. But it, I don't know. Let me just move on. Anyway, I've been cool with the same motherfuckers, and I don't mean to call y'all motherfuckers. Y'all, if y'all listening, some of y'all in the chat right now, okay? You know, I got a dirty mouth. I curse. But I've been fucking with the same motherfuckers for years behind the scenes. For years. People got my real number. They can hit me up anytime. I can hit them up anytime. We talk about real shit. And I ain't never went through the shit that a lot of y'all go through. It's like y'all don't even learn. Y'all don't even learn. It's like, I don't understand how you can have so much growth, but on the other hand, not so much growth or not so much understanding. That's the part that I don't understand. And Happy Life, give me a few minutes, babe. Come back in about 5 minutes and I'll let you up. I just want to finish my commentary first. Okay, boo? So go ahead and drop down and I'll bring you back up, okay, if you're still here, all right? Okay, Happy Life. You know you always welcome on my panel, boo. But yeah, the mess is diabolical. It really is. Yep, he did that to Ness and he did that to others. He sure the fuck did. And that's not somebody I want to rub. I don't want to rub shoulders with no scammer. What? I mean, the shit. See, that's the thing. That's what I say a lot. The things that we do on here, most of us won't do it in real life. And that's why we know for sure it's more about clicks and views and the in crowd and people being involved with certain people, you know, the content of it all. Because in real life, I'm sure a lot of people on here that people fuck with, they wouldn't fuck with them in real life. You ain't fucking with no Shakim, and you ain't fucking with no Lemon in real life. You ain't fucking with no. I mean, I can go on and on and on to the break of dawn. You know what I'm saying? You said Happy Life never met a link he didn't like. You ain't lying though. You ain't lying though. But anyway, she said she was more disappointed in Shakim out of everyone because Shakim, she felt it was fucked up what he did by letting Remix on her panel because a lot they was over there talking under her dress, and Remix he's still putting out audio footage, video, the good old bean footage, the audio footage. I did say he was gonna slow walk that. I saw that coming. I did say, y'all, mark my words. I told y'all he gonna slow walk this shit. That man probably got 1,000 motherfucking video recordings. He done probably broke them all up into little shorts, little 1 minute, 2 minute shorts. He probably got shorts for days that he's gonna be uploading on Bree. And I think, like I said, it's gonna start with something really minute, and then just get maybe more explicit, or more shocking, or more as time goes on. I don't know. Then again, he could just stop and be like, I'm done fuck with her. I did my one too. I don't know. But she was, she had Shakim's back. Even when people was giving her receipts, even when people was telling her, watch your back, don't trust him, things like that, she had his back, and she had his back when Lemon so-called violated him with the laptop thing when they were in Vegas. And she said he was going on and on, talking about how he was abused, how he was violated, and she was with the shit. She was with the shit. When other people was like, fuck Shakim, she y'all saw what was going on. Shoot. They were still cool. But, when he let Remix, now this is so fresh. I mean, so very, very fresh. Maybe if it was months down the line, she might not have felt that way. But it was very, very fresh. Literally within 24, 48 hour, 1 to 2 business days. Well, it was a weekend, right? But y'all know what I mean. It was like so fresh. And the channel gone, and the exposés, and I would be like so pissed if somebody did that to me, and I'm supposed to be that cool with him. So yeah, I get why she's upset with Shakim. I get it. And some people, again, they're like, okay, that's what karma gives, right? Mm-hmm. You said the only new content creator that I support is Big Riz Slap. Hey, you heard that, Riz? She said, period. There are 4 of the brothers in the sector that I've met and broke bread with. Yeah, it's not too many fellas over here that I really kind of click with. And he was one of them. Like I said, I told him before, he knows when I first saw him over there living, I was like, who is this nigga? Where he okay, which gate did he come through? Because he ain't like the rest of these motherfuckers that's coming through the gates. He a little different. A good different. He wasn't giving off all that rah fuck shit. That hop on your panel one day, try to clout chase, then the next minute they dragging you and making content on you and trying to dox you and all this kind of stuff. Riggs has been rigged since the day I first met him, and probably since y'all first met him. So yeah, he's one of the few niggas. And when I say niggas in that way, I mean men in this sector that I actually click with, fuck with. But yeah, they don't make him like that. They don't make him like that every day. He's different. But yeah, shout out to Riggs. But yeah, he's a real one. Absolutely. I totally, I stand on that shit. I'll stand on that shit. So, okay, so that's that on that. Now, I don't know if y'all saw QB over there dragging James, as he has done so many times in the past. QB, he was dragging James for not dressing up for the Dragons lip sync contest. He was over there. You're supposed to be a whole professional drag queen. You're supposed to have won all these awards and trophies and all this money and all this kind of shit, and getting paid big old dollars for doing all these drag shows, the wigs, the nails, the makeup, the dress, the heels. He was like, that's what you do. So why the fuck you come to Dragons and you just sitting there in a chair and just sitting there, and you ain't up, you ain't moving, you ain't grooving, you ain't shaking, you ain't, none of this shit, right? QB words, not mine. Now, I had said the other day that I knew as soon as I saw James Did I not? I was like, oh, he's going to win. When I saw that James was going to be a participant, I said he's going to win. I done seen James good old video being footage of his drag performances. And he is so good. I mean, he is so good. He will make you think he really singing them goddamn songs. That's how good James is, from my perspective. I love watching his drags shows, performances. But on another note, I ain't gonna hold you. I was really surprised that he joined. And then I was surprised that he wasn't Milan when he joined. I was surprised because I know that's what he do, and he do it so very well. I mean, he's a really terrific performer. So that was two surprises. Let me get a drink. Y'all know when I be on here running my mouth, I gotta stop taking drinks because my throat get dry. But yeah, that was two surprises. I was surprised that he was in the competition. And then I was surprised that he wasn't, in drag. But I get it. I get it. James is a performer. He's a professional. He's a perfectionist, whether it's dragging, whether it's doing his content, whether it's doing his clothing, his t-shirts, things like that. He's a perfectionist. And I think that he came into it as, I'm going to support dragons. This is her first lip sync. Well, her first challenge, period. She's a smaller tuber. She's trying to grow her channel. This is her needs. And I would never, I told y'all before, I would never have a challenge because it's a lot that goes into that. And then hell, not even 24 hours after her shit, people over here talking about she was taking money out the pot. I'm like, I heard people saying there was money missing. And see, that's the things I don't need. I might not be rich, but I don't need to steal. I might not be rich, but I don't need to steal. And I don't need nobody making no accusations. The hood table, she was scamming money. I don't need all that. I don't need all that. But James, he knew there was going to be other people who most likely would be amateurs at that sport of, lip singing and stuff like that. So that's why I believe that he might have played it down. He might have played it down. He gonna get on here. He gonna be like everybody else, and just do his little performance. And he ain't gonna put on no big show. He ain't gonna overdo it. He ain't gonna go over the top like we know he can do because he is a great performer. And some people, even though he wasn't in drag, they probably did feel like, and I've heard it, so I'm not gonna say probably. I heard some people saying it wasn't fair. He had an advantage. He had to step up because this is what he has been doing for years. But he already knows that as well. But me personally, I'm glad he participated. I'm glad that he was over there supporting Dragon. She needed the support. We saw how that show was going. Again, if it wasn't for Dragons, if it wasn't for King Roman, like a lot of people said, King Roman, that was the King Roman show. They said Dragons was there as his co-host. Dragons was there as his co-host. And if he hadn't been there, hey, what's up, Happy Life? But if he hadn't been there, child, that show I think would have just been a whole damn mess. It would have been a whole damn mess. So I'm glad that James,
he had to go up in there and get a win. You know what I'm saying? Because Dragon's Wi-Fi was messed up. King Roman had to hold it down for a while. And
I didn't even know that King Roman had to put it on his Wi-Fi. Like he had to literally. Yeah. I thought he was just back there, dropping people, adding people, putting up banners. He actually had to. He told Dragons, just turn your shit off. Let me control this, and he put it on his Wi-Fi. He was doing. It was a whole King Roman production.
So it was almost like it was his live and stuff.
Yeah. But when people say that Dragons had a great show, it was only great because KRN was there. Had KRN not been there, I don't know how it would have turned out. I really
It'll
don't.
turn out terribly. Somebody's like, shut the line down, Dragons. End it. It'll
People
be
was telling her to end it and take it to KRNs, and KRNs was like, "No, I would never do that." He said, "Because if somebody did that to me, I'm a smaller YouTuber. I'm trying to grow my channel. This is my first challenge." And somebody was like, "Oh, take King Roman's show over to your channel." And he said, I would have been like so mad and going off and cussing. No, the fuck y'all ain't. This is my challenge. So yeah, I don't know why people thought that King Roman was gonna be like, let's shut your shit down, Dragons. Let's go to my channel. No, King Roman, he was being very supportive, and he handled that shit. Like for real. What up, Room Shaker? How you doing, love? But yeah, so shout out to that. Shout out to that. It was. Thankfully, it turned out to be, well, for the most part, a good show. There's a lot of things in there that I already spoke on that I'm not even going to get back on, that I spoke on this morning about my thoughts on what could have happened differently on the show. But overall, it was a good show. But yeah. So if anybody wants to hit the link, you guys can hit the link. If you want to discuss anything else or you want to discuss something I already discussed or whatever. I did hear that Yusuf was out on bond. I don't know. I didn't look
how he get
out. Did you hear that, Happy?
How he get out?
They said that it was a 15. Well, okay. Maybe he didn't get out. Maybe he just has a bond. Because they said he has a $15,000 bond. And with that bond, he can't, of course, be around minors. And I'm thinking that he might not even be able to be on the internet. Because a lot of times when you get in trouble for crimes like those that involve children, you can't have no internet access. You can't have no Facebook, no IG, no Twitter. You can't have none of that shit. So if he did get out on bond, or if he's going to get out on bond, I'm sure he probably won't be able to be on his channel or whatnot. And some people was like, well, what if he get out, and what if he gets proven innocent or something like that? And people was like, well, I still ain't fucking with him. He still ain't gonna be on my panel. I'm not gonna be on his panel. Shit like that. Now they say innocent till proven guilty, but when it comes to shit like that, like I told my boys growing up, I give two fucks about that innocent. No, you are telling the truth until they prove me you are a liar. That's what I tell my kids. I will always believe you. You say somebody touched you and it's going down in the town. Shit, I ain't about to be one of those parents. Are you sure? You make things up sometimes.
No, his paper's like, I'm about to get up and whoop somebody.
We about that life.
Yeah.
We are all about that life. I don't play with my kids. They will tell you I do not play with my kids. I don't play with my baby. Sure, I don't play with my baby. My grandson? My son.
I mean, family's all you got. So if something does happen, you're right. You are gonna defend your kid because that is your legacy. So of course you're gonna you're gonna stab somebody, you're gonna shoot somebody, you're gonna
before my baby was born, my son already knew that ain't even our baby. That's gonna be mom's baby. That ain't even we made him, but that's gonna be my mom's. Sure, that boy damn near live over here, and he sure. But no, I don't fucking play that shit. Even with my grandson, if he tell me anything about somebody touching him or trying to, where they at? Where they at?
What's the location? And it's like I'm gonna pull up. Don't worry about it.
That's real shit. Somebody said in the chat, Happy Life, do you have kids? Happy Life, you ain't got no kids, right?
No, I ain't got no kids.
Do you want kids? Have you ever thought about it? Or do you like no kids on?
And the only reason why I would say no kids is because I don't want them growing up and robots are roaming the streets. So no thank you.
You know what, Happy Life? You say the darndest things.
It's true though. It's like, could you imagine AI's happening? You know, all sorts of things going on
These are
there.
my worries when it comes to my kids. I'm thinking about that damn the earth catching on fire because of because because oh god. Okay, okay, okay.
I'll just chill. I'll play the field and have fun. That's what I'll do. Maybe get a relationship down the line, but no kids. Mm-mm.
Shoot, I've been thinking about the what's that you know how they say the sun is getting so extremely hot and all the glaciers and
Yeah,
stuff melting and all the that's the kind of stuff I think about, you know, when my children or grands or great grands, you know, will they even have a earth to live on? You know, that's the kind
that's
of shit.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When you and Big Riz was talking about like sex robots and stuff, and you know,
Oh, you
yeah,
know, oh, you know what, Happy Life? I forgot about that. I
yeah.
forgot about that shit. Ooh, child. Okay, Bell said I still haven't watched that. After I heard the commentary, I didn't really feel a need. Oh, Mel. Well, you know what? Okay, so I did put this picture on here, y'all. So I'm gonna put it back on here. Are y'all excited about the Michael Jackson biopic that comes out in April? I am so excited. I am so excited to see the biopic. I think it's going to be really good. There's a lot of great actors in that, a lot of triple OGs in the industry that are going to be, you know, acting or you know in the movie. I don't know. This is a long time coming. I hate how I know a lot of biopics they do them after people pass away, but I felt like we had so much of Michael before he passed away that they could have made a biopic before him so that he would have the opportunity to see it. But then
Mm.
again, I don't know if he would have agreed to something like that. Maybe they tried to do it before when he was alive, and maybe he didn't, you know. So maybe this is a family thing, a family decision that they made. You know how sometimes you do have to sign off rights to certain things, and you know when it comes to
It's always weird, like if somebody passed away, all of a sudden people care, like, oh my God, he was this, he was that. Yeah, but when he was living, you're like, nah, I didn't take him seriously at all. But after he passed, it's like you get the biopics, you get movie tributes, and it's just like, what in the world?
well, you know, when it comes to and what up, landlord? How you doing, hon? When it comes to Michael, he did get a lot of accolades though when he was alive. I mean, he did. So, but I know what you're saying. Like, there are some celebrities that it seems like we forget all about them. They haven't had a hit. They haven't been in a movie. They haven't, or they done went down. You know, that had some things on drugs or whatever. You know, and you know nobody. Then all of a sudden, there's a movie about them. So
Yeah.
I get you on that. But I think Mike, for the most part, even with all the accusations that you know they put on him with you know children and other things, and I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but I was one of those people who believed that shit. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, and I don't want to speak of the dead, but I did believe that shit. Like, but you know, some people never believed it, and it's not hard for me to believe shit like that, right? It's not hard for me to believe that a grown person does things like that because it happens in the industry and it happens in our real lives. You know what I'm saying? And then when you see all these different people in the industry go to jail and get in trouble for the same type of shit, it's not hard to believe. We know what goes on in the industry. We know what they do to kids in the industry. What happens to women? What happens to guys? We know.
Look. I tell you what, the industry's crazy, man. If you want to get to a high rank, you gotta do some things like do this, do that. and then they don't want to do it. And then if they rebel, they're like, "Hey, we got some recordings of something, something," and it's
Or they
like
blackballing you. Or they blackballing you. Like I used to
everything.
ask when I was growing up. And anybody feel free to hit the link, it's pinned. We can discuss whatever. It's the hood table. We discuss everything from whatever I discussed or whatever you want to discuss. But when I was younger, I used to ask those questions like, excuse me, why doesn't I'm just throw a few names out there. Why doesn't Miss Chalet sing anymore? Why don't Tevin sing anymore? Why don't such act anymore? Why don't like you get sometimes Tevin wasn't a one-hit wonder per se. He had some good albums, and then I think the third or fourth albums they kind of they tanked. But like Miss Chalet, oh my God, Miss Chalet was one of my favorite singers back in the Gap. And it's like all these people who were very, very talented, where they go? Like how you be a one-hit wonder and you never seen again? Like what happens? What really be going on in these industries?
Yeah. Some people be saying
shit. Yeah, back then I never thought about the salacious shit. Like,
Well, some people talk about MK Ultra, like they were singing, and then they came with them saying like, "All right, we want you to do this now," and they're like, "No, I don't want to do that." So they probably took them somewhere, cloned them somewhere, and then that's why.
You did not say clone.
I did.
Mel, come get the Mel. Come get Happy Life. You said I'll wait on your hold up. You said I'll wait on your review. Hold on, let me make sure this is Landlord. Landlord?
What's up with it? What's happening?
Hey, how you doing? What's up?
Man, I'm chilling. I just kind of jump on, where you were saying what happened to Tevin and Miss Chalet's, and I think the Tevin thing, when you come out as a kid singer, it's harder to keep it going if you don't actually entertain. So him coming in at the young age, he wasn't an entertainer, and they, even being produced by Quincy wasn't enough. He wasn't an entertainer. He was just a singer, and I'm not gonna say he didn't have no albums. He had some songs, but it just some stuff you just can't keep going on with when you have Bow Wow was part of that type of thing. When you come in as a kid, it's not the same as how when the Jacksons came in and and they kept it going. Michael just kept his shit going. So Tevin maybe decided not to do something strange for a little bit of change to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't an entertainer.
Right. He was just
a singer. He was just a singer. And the thing is, he could if folks really, cared about his music that much, he could still perform. I mean, they could still get paid for performing.
Oh yeah.
They'll get more money that way, but ain't nobody looking for Tevin.
Oh yeah.
Miss Chalet just got caught up in the thug life shit of, and
with Dre. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did the shit with Dre and wasn't nobody else looking out for you and shit. Then you also went and had a baby with Suge and shit.
With Suge, right? Yep. Mm-hmm.
She got caught up in that part of it. But after, Dre was the only one that wanted to work with her.
Yeah, that's true.
No other producers out there trying to work with her. So, that's her fault that, her shit wasn't able to keep going. But if she wanted to keep performing, she can't keep performing. Folks will show up to see Miss Chalet. I will say so. If she joined, I would like right now what the little New Edition tour with Boys and Men and all that shit. I would rather see Miss Chalet go and do her shit than Toni Braxton.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just the way the game is and shit.
And it is just the way of the game. And I just threw a few names out there. I can't just think of a lot others off the top of my head. But back then it was a lot. It was a lot of groups. It was a lot of individuals. It was a lot of groups where it's just like, oh my God, man, they shit hard. You bumping they shit, all the parties, clubs, and everything. Then they just gone. And then when I look back in hindsight to when we hear about a lot of things that go on in the industry, and I hear a lot of people say they wasn't down with the fuck shit. A lot of people went back to working at telemarketers, working at grocery store, working at Target because of all the things they were subjected to as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I was kind of getting at. A lot of these people, I think they felt like, fuck this shit. I'm not that desperate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And that's the part that I don't like is how it's a lot of talented people out there who were probably, you know, they probably try to make them do certain things and they didn't want to. And they was like, fuck it. This ain't the industry for me. Shit, a lot of them soulful singers went back to the church house.
Yeah, that's it. And it's crazy because it's crazy. I left New Edition out because, like I said, they still touring. They ain't putting out no albums.
Oh
and
yeah,
them cats is making big money touring because it's like, man, you know, I just seen New Edition a couple of times. It's like, man, I'm not gonna go see them every time they come to town. And
right,
you got women who grew up. You got women who grew up with them and they would go see them every fucking time they show up. So I mean, it's only certain artists, and I don't think they had to do nothing strange. You know, I think they got kind of blackballed too. But you know, in the long run, still, you know, they still selling out fucking shows.
That's true, and I would love to see Miss Chalet. I would love to see Miss Chalet and Tevin Campbell because you know, I had looked up Tevin Campbell a few years back, and I started following him on IG and Twitter, and he does still do performances. And when I looked at a performance he did maybe 6 years ago, I was like, oh my god, he's still now he can't hit them high notes like he used to, but he still sounded pretty good. So I would definitely go to a Tevin concert if I had the opportunity. No.
Yeah, I couldn't say I would go to a Tevin show. I mean, you know, like I said, he got songs. I don't think he can hold. Mm-hmm. He could do a whole performance for an hour of music. I don't think.
Oh.
He don't have enough hits to do a whole, you know, do an hour show.
Yeah, he would definitely be like where he was performing though, Landlord. It wasn't like it was like maybe like a venue. You know what I mean?
And I think with that, it comes down to who a promoter is. If you able to, you know, you feel that he can sell out whatever it is and you can pay him a certain amount of money for him to show up and, you know, you still make money off of it, I think that can work. Mm-hmm. You know, so it comes down to, you know, who's out here that's promoting shit and that's, you know, that's willing to do stuff and see what the artist's doing. Maybe some artists, you know, feel like I said, this kid worked with Quincy Jones.
Yeah.
So he might not be willing to come and do a little small venue for 7,500. Mm-hmm. He probably looking at you like you crazy when you say 7,500. Like, nigga, come on, man. Ain't nobody looking for you right now.
You know what I'm saying? 7,500.
You know, I'm just saying.
If you're a broke singer retired, that's 7,500. So that'll pay a bill. That'll pay something.
Hey man, for one night, that's good for one night.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that same promoter could promote that in different cities everywhere else. And hey man, that's 7,500 for every city that you go to.
Right, that's a lot of money. Shit,
that's nice motherfucking money.
Even the hood table can do it for 7,500.
Shit, some people would take them 5-6 months to make that much money. Shit,
exactly.
Great job. Shit,
exactly.
But yeah, I do miss that era though, Landlord. I believe, and that's me. I just believe the 90s. It can't get no better.
I don't think it gets no better. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Chris Brown fan and shit. I fucks with Chris Brown and shit.
Yes.
I do fuck with Chris Brown and shit. But other than that, R&B wise, I mean, yeah, it don't get no better past Chris Brown, really. For me.
And you're not lying because I took my boys to a Chris Brown. You know when Chris Brown first came out. Mm-hmm. My boys was younger, and I remember he came to the I'll never forget. And it was like you know how radio stations be giving out tickets, but they don't just give them out. You got to do something for it. So they said anybody who can come up and sing the whole song, Chris Brown, without missing a beat, no music, no nothing, And my son I was driving home from work and just picked him up from school. And my oldest son said, "Mom, let me call." I said, "Boy, you can't do that. You know the words to that whole song." He's like, "Mom, I promise I do. I mean, he was just begging. I was like, "Oh, fuck it. Okay. Hear the phone." So I got the phone. We kept calling and calling. You know how I call the radio station.
Yeah.
Finally, they answered. And he got on the phone. And before they could even say anything, he just jumped right into the song. And it was like a 3-4 minute song. And he sung every word. Didn't miss, I mean, every word. Didn't miss a beat. They're like, "Oh my God, we got the winner." And we got them free tickets and went to see Chris Brown.
That's cool. Chris Brown, out of all, you know, because, you know, we both of age or whatever, but out of all the kid entertainers that started off, you know, that young and shit, Chris Brown was the only one I would ride and actually slap.
Yep, same here.
I never rode and played no Bow Wow. I ain't played no goddamn Crisscross. I didn't play none of that children shit. Well, no, I take that back. There was one other group. There was one group when I was like 18, 19, I think, when they came out. Another Bad Creation. I did ride, man. Playing Jealous Girl. I used to ride and slap Jealous Girl like a motherfucker. But
I love ABC. But Chris Brown came out, you know, some of the younger singers, they come out and they sing like these kiddie shit. Chris Brown, they did him just right. He wasn't too over the top, like too explicit. He wasn't too, you know what I'm saying? But it was just enough to where the young girls and the older girls was like, "Oh my God, who is this? He can sing, he can dance." You know, he attracted generations.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, so they worked. Yeah, they definitely did some shit with him. You know, they did a good job with him and shit. So.
Yep. And what up, TC? Hey, TC, boo.
Tell TC I said, "What's up? What's happening, TC?"
She right there next to you.
Oh, I'm here. What's going on?
What's up with my nigga? What's happening?
What's up, King? What's going on? What's up, Happy? Hey, the hood table. I just want to say, don't be hating on my new edition and Boyz II Men and Tony Braxton. Let me tell you something. See, that's why landlord October, if you can make it October the 31st, come to North Carolina A&T homecoming. I don't think you're ready for that. Okay. Now let me say this. Come to my homecoming, boo. Here's the thing. Why? Because we're gonna have the alumni. We have the alumni group. Mm-hmm. We always have a star-studded alumni. You see, we don't. That's the young folks. They have all these people, and I don't know what kind of stuff they be doing. They have barn fires and whatnot. Ain't nobody doing all that. So we get the alum. That's where it's at. So you come, I want you to be my guest. Me and you, we're going to rock it out. You understand what I'm saying?
I will look into that. I mean, because, you know, I'm HBCU. I'm Alcorn State. So, you know, they don't.
See what I'm saying? Exactly. So you understand.
I don't.
You understand.
A lot of folks don't even know. I don't even go here fucking with folks on that because they don't know. They don't need to know.
Okay. But, okay. Well. And I want Melissa. I want the hood table. Now, see, Happy. I don't know about you because see, I would have to. I don't.
And I ain't never I've never been to North Carolina. I've been trying to find a reason to go to North Carolina and shit too.
Exactly, yo, big. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying. It will be. Come on, the hood table. You got the brothers there. You understand what I'm saying? And then me.
I might find some sexy.
What area in North Carolina? What area in North Carolina?
Greensboro, bro. Greensboro.
Okay, got you.
October 31st. That's when we be popping in our furs at that point. You see what I'm saying?
Got you.
Right. And so yeah, look, we'll talk about it later. You know, later on after you know.
We got time. Yeah, we got time.
We got a little bit and everything, but I'm telling you, and I want the hood table to find, you know, her loved one and things of that nature. But
this is gonna be my year of love.
I'll think
how's the weather in North Carolina and shit during October?
What'd you say?
How's the weather?
Absolutely fabulous.
Okay, because I can't deal with that cold shit. I can't do that cold shit y'all going through right now.
No. Actually, North Carolina, no, it's definitely not like that. I mean, every now and then you'll get a snow, whatever. But here's the thing: I already looked at the almanac, the farmer's almanac. You see what I'm saying? I'm cheating. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, we used to look at that farmer's almanac, bump what they told you. Okay.
I was about to say, you showing your age with that one.
No doubt. Exactly. Yes. Yeah, so I just wanted to just let you know, I always invite people. I always say, look, Big Rig, I would love for Big to come. Mel, definitely want my Mel to come. All that, and we can have a good old fun time. It's just food, clothing, water, shelter, everything is always, don't worry. But the bottom line is that it is a lot of fun, interestingly enough. There are a lot of content creators, a lot of content creators in that area, and you'd be surprised who pops up. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it's fun. All right. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
What up, Peter Panel Killer? And Vibrant, I know it's some issue with StreamYard. I can see their avatars on here, but for some reason StreamYard be making some people bubbles look white. But their avatars, I can see their avatars. It's just StreamYard messing up.
Yeah, our avatars are here. Yeah. StreamYard will make it white. Yeah.
But y'all, so we do have some R&B people, coming here pretty soon. Carrie Hilson and Life Jennings. Cool. You can't go wrong with Life. You just can't go wrong.
Oh, Life. Oh, okay. Life came to Oakland and they dipped his ass and shit one year.
What?
Yeah, they broke into his car, stole his shit. Yeah, they got it. Yeah, they got it. They got it.
Damn.
That's calmed down a lot.
Because he went to prison for some shit, right? And he gets in return. That's fucked up.
Yeah. And at the time, everybody, if you came to Oakland, man, doing it was a certain time where, man, everybody could get it.
Yeah.
It didn't matter who you were.
I ain't never been to Cali. I need to come to Cali. I be telling y'all, I got family out there. They stay right across the street from that prison. What's the name of that prison?
Oh my!
What?
They not right across the street, but across the whatever it is, the bridge
from San Quentin.
San Quentin, yeah, they stay right across the street. My family.
Okay. So around the Richmond
area. For like 15, 20 years. My cousins. I got some cousins.
Yeah, around the Richmond area. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I keep saying I'm going to go to Cali. I'm going to go to Cali.
How far is Oakland from LA?
6 hours.
God, nobody knows.
Oh, that's a nice drive.
That's a nice drive.
That's what I don't understand. It is a huge difference between shit here. You know, California is a long state. It's not wide. It's spread out like Texas. But man, no, you can drive 6 hours and still be in California.
Good night in the morning. If I drove 6 hours, I would be either in Canada or going down south. I would be in Virginia.
I know I'll be in another state because the farthest you can drive in our state is like 7.5 hours, and then you into another state. So
the closest state with Nevada being next to us to go up north up to Reno, that's a 3-hour ride. So we could be in Nevada in 3 hours going up north. But going to Vegas, that's a 10-hour ride.
Wow.
It's a 10-hour ride for us to get to Vegas. So, you know, and to get to Arizona, Phoenix area, that's a 12-hour ride.
Yeah, I think I would fly. I think maybe back in the day I would drive, but my age now, my knees.
Yeah, I don't do no driving.
Sit in the car all day. I gotta fly. I don't care if it is 8 hours away. Let's get on that airplane.
That's what I tell my brother. My brother's in Mississippi, and it's like, man, everything is just 3 to 6 hours away in different states. So,
right,
you know, he could get to Atlanta in 6 hours. He could get to, you know, Houston or whatever in 3 to 6 hours, whatever, however that is. But it's multiple states that, you know, folks down south can touch.
And
in 3 hours, right?
It takes about. The last time I drove to Memphis, because I got, you know, the majority of my family live in Memphis. in Mississippi. And so the last time we drove, it took about damn near 17 hours to get to Mississippi. I'm like, that's a long ass fucking drive. I'm like, never again. And it was for a funeral, so it wasn't like we had, months to plan and get tickets for airplanes. It was like somebody passed. It was one of our patriarchs in the family, my oldest, great grandma's son. So it was like, okay, call off of work, funeral in 5 days, let's go. There's a caravan. We just drove down to the SIP. Like,
where my folks was at, man, it's 4 hours to get to Memphis. It's probably 2.5, 3 hours to get to New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Man, to get to Alabama, 3 hours. I mean, everything is close. Driving to somewhere in Kentucky take about 10 hours. But like I said, y'all able to touch different states in those hours. And here in California, nah, man, LA is a 6-hour ride, and that's dependent on traffic.
I was always amazed with maps and things growing up because I used to be in real estate and all that kind of stuff until the crash, in 2007. But I was always amazed with Cali because of how long it was, and it was like, goddamn, that state stretches forever, and they have cold parts where there's snow. Then they have parts where there's snow, and then there's like
Tahoe, and you got South Tahoe, you got North Tahoe. North Tahoe is Nevada, and South Tahoe is California. Yeah, but even down around LA, they got mountains and shit that get snow and shit. Yeah, oh yeah,
that's one thing I never believed. Like, I mean, of course I gotta believe it, but it was just crazy because when you come from the Midwest and it gets over here all the time, then everything you hear about Cali is hot. And all the videos, all the movies, it's just hot. And so to hear that they got snow and mountains in different areas where it snows, I'm like, I would never, imagine that when I was younger. But of course, as I aged and got older, it's like, you learn things. But I just thought Cali, the whole place was just beach, weather, and all this shit. That's what I used to think when I was younger.
And depending on where you at. So Southern California, their beaches and everything is warmer. So compared to up here, man, shit, you might get some times where it might be about 80 degrees or whatever. You can hit the beaches up here. Other than that, man, you better bring a jacket.
You know what I used to think too about Cali, landlord? When I was younger. And when I was younger, all the gangster videos, the gangster rappers, the gangster movies, I used to think that was like all over. Like Cali. I used to think that when I was younger. Like, that's Cali. That's in my mind. Even when drugs and gangs migrated here to the Midwest, and I'll never forget this dude. He's from LA, and that was his nickname, LA. And when him and a whole bunch of other motherfuckers came up here, and that's when the drugs got real bad back here in the 90s. That was my impression. That's Cali. Gangs, drugs, all that kind of stuff. Don't want to go to this block. Don't wear these colors, things like that. Yeah.
What year was
it? In the Bay Area, it was nothing, no color shit. Especially it was never no color shit up here. Mm-hmm. It was just spots. It was turfs that you grew up on, and where you did you got your grind on and everything. So that's what it was up here. Mm-hmm. So it was. Our lifestyle up here was totally different from LA lifestyle. Mm-hmm. We didn't understand that LA lifestyle. Even when we would go down there, it's like hey man, because up here, we say blood just on GP, blood, cuz whatever, just on GP.
Exactly.
And you go down there and motherfuckers get the tripping like I'm from I'm from the town, nigga. Oh, I'm not here on that shit. Mm-hmm. And they respect it. They do respect it. So it's never been an issue going down there because I have family came from Mississippi and went down there, and the rest of us came up here to the Bay. So
yeah.
Now let me say to Miss Mel. Miss Mel, I know you have about 17 HBCUs around you. Ain't nothing like the NC and the A and the T. Ain't nothing like it. You know what I mean? Okay. I see you, Mel.
I never visited an HBCU I never have before ever.
It's a whole.
It's a different thing. I mean, man. Especially during homecoming week. Especially during homecoming week. I know with Alcorn homecoming week, the Golden Girls, the dancing girls, man, they'll bring out whoever's still alive all the way up to the new ones.
Listen, you dead going right. Don't play with me because I was on YouTube and I was marching in the band. I didn't know they were streaming, and somebody caught me and sent me a clip. I was in the band and we would look.
Really?
Yes, I'll send it to you. It is.
Was you getting it in, TC?
I was hella proud because of the Macy's Day Parade. Alcorn State, was at the Macy's Day Parade this year and shit. So.
Absolutely, yes. Alcorn made it. That's what I'm talking about. See, I'll show you. I showed the clip on Pretty Chocolate Girls channel. We showed it. I didn't have a problem with it.
I was over at Pretty Chocolate Girls this morning. I was over there this morning in her chat.
Oh. Yeah, I was like, I wanted to show. We was doing our doggone thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. So listen, that's why my knees so bad now because I used to dance for years. Well, we got a hip hop line dance team that I'm still like in, but not in. You know what I'm saying? But after 15 years of dancing, my knees are shot. I'm like.
That's all.
One day, Happy Life was like, because sometimes I talk about my dance team. So Happy Life gonna comment on one of my posts. Why you never post you dance? I'm like, Happy Life, I got tons of videos on my YouTube channel of me on camera dancing. And so then I didn't I tag you? I tagged you in a whole bunch of videos. I was like, see. But yeah, that dancing shit.
I saw the videos. I seen them.
Okay.
I did see.
And landlord and the hood table. Guess who's going to be our alumni guest? For entertainment.
Who's that?
Missy Elliott, don't play with me, okay?
I mean, she stayed away, so I get it. Hey, good shit.
You understand what I'm saying? Stop trying to. Don't. Yes, we listen. Exactly. Everybody love. Let me say, Missy. Yes, Lord. You see, and so that she's the alumni. Now they the youngsters.
Work it. Get your thing down and work it.
And the young people done bought. Listen, the young people done bought up the daggone ticket, so they had to have her for another two thingies. I think one is gonna be Thursday night, and then the other one is gonna be Saturday night. So when we do our when we do our HBCUs and the homecomings especially, it's a whole week worth of events. So, I have to get there early Wednesday and then make my rounds, and especially the family.
And see what being from Mississippi and Alcorn and all the shit with that. Even with Jackson State the same way, because I got a lot of family who went to Jackson State.
Yes,
they not spending no money on no acts like that. So it's just live ass kicking in this shit. Mississippi broke as fuck, and it is what it is.
Well, listen.
I wish it could be better to where we could get they could pull in some big time acts, but
Well,
we let me just blues though. We do get the blues acts though.
The blues, okay.
We could get the King Georges and all that type of shit to come down and all that. We could get that easy. That's easy.
That's what's up.
We could get that in a pasture, and have a blues show in somebody's pasture and shit. And they set up a lot of goddamn trailers and shit for the motherfuckers to perform all the shit. So that's easy to get. But
I know a lot of my Mississippi family, when they go to concerts and stuff, they got to go to Memphis. But see, most of my family is like, I don't know if y'all familiar with Coldwater, Mississippi. It's literally like a very small location in the SIP, but that's where my family came from, Coldwater, Mississippi. and it was so small, and it used to flood all the time. So my family migrated to Memphis, but we still got people who stay down there by Coldwater. But yeah, whenever there's something like concerts, they always going to Memphis because they be like, it ain't shit down here to do. It ain't shit.
I ain't heard. I never heard of Coldwater.
Memphis, that's the closest place for them to go.
Yeah, I never heard of Coldwater.
Yeah, look it up. It's very small dot. Listen, Rig. I mean, I'll say Rig because I saw him in the chat. But listen, listen. The town was so small that when it flooded, it literally flooded the whole town. And so they had moved, like the whole town had moved, picked up everything and went like so many miles, and it still was flooded. So finally they just fuck it. They just moved to Memphis. That's how small the town was.
I mean, it sounds like it must be up in the Delta for them to move to Memphis because, and it must got a lot of rain because it's not close to no water, the Mississippi River or nothing, but.
I don't know what's going on because I ain't never been down there, but I don't know. Shit, the house that my great grandma lived in, was that TC? Who was I talking to the other day? I think it was Mel I was talking to the other day. The house that my great grandma lived in back then, it was like what, 2000, 1998, 99 when they finally got her a bathroom in the house. Like she literally had an outhouse in the 90s. So they were deep in the, you know what I'm saying? Deep.
I mean, one of my sets of grandparents had a tin roof. So I mean.
Hold on. Y'all know Unconscious? Who is this? Unconscious
Evie?
No, I never heard of that.
I can't read the whole name. Let me put up my banner because I'm not sure who this is. Hey,
this is Noble.
Oh, Noble, what's up? You be changing your names all this time. I be forgetting.
I gotta stay a ghost around these parts.
How you doing?
What's up, man? I tried to tell Fiddler and Kunta it was another way out there. Ain't listen.
Oh my goodness.
What's up, Noble?
Hey, what's going on?
Listen,
Mr. Engage, who you engaged to? Somebody that got you to say yes.
They got me to consider it. You know what I'm saying? I think that is, to consider that dynamic once again, because I've been married before. So it was
Yeah, believe I understand that. Hey, I'm not jumping off because of Chicken George up here. I fucks with Noble and shit. But
He cool, man.
Yeah, no, I'm
I got no. Landlord, quick question.
What's up? What's up,
quick question. How far is LA from Inglewood?
Oh man, that's like a 10-15 minute drive and shit. Yeah, it's right there. I mean, LA Airport is in Inglewood.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Inglewood is like pretty much Southfield from inner Detroit.
I mean, yeah, it all depends on the traffic and all the shit, but you could take the street from Inglewood to LA. No, yeah, that's depending on the traffic. That ain't hella far away from each other.
Okay.
But LAX, when you fly into LAX, you flying into Inglewood.
Ah, interesting.
But do it matter if you come? Do it matter if you coming like if you South Central or Long Beach?
South Central is just Long Beach. I'll be like I said, all that shit is connected. You can take the streets.
Right.
You don't have to get on the highway to do that shit. You can take the streets. Streets are gonna take you a little bit longer, but depending on the traffic, the streets is better. But
it's better,
I mean,
right?
It's still all that shit is hella connected. So just like any place, whatever your other little towns or cities outside of where you are from and shit, it's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. So Long Beach, from Long Beach. I mean, for me, for a flight to leave here from out of Oakland to go to LAX to Long Beach to Burbank, all that it's still the same amount of time.
I was just thinking that Mel Inglewood always up to no good. Shout out to Pac. Hey.
Pac is from the Inglewood.
No doubt, no doubt, landlord. Ain't no doubt, landlord. I know it's all entertainment and fun and shit, man. I know how to be a
No,
good
no, no,
sport,
no,
man.
no,
It's
yeah.
all good.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
But
sure.
anyway,
But yeah,
I'm
how
getting
was
ready
y'all
to
good?
drop
It was
down.
great.
Landlord is about to go. MTC, I want to thank you,
Yeah.
Landlord, for gracing my panel. I really
Oh
appreciate
man,
you, son.
for sure, all
All
the
right,
time,
and you
all
have a
the time.
wonderful night.
Yeah.
TC, Noble, man, hey, you two hood, appreciate it.
Yes,
All right,
and
we
landlord,
appreciate
make
you.
sure you consider, man, because I would
I
love
will
to
consider. I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna
look
look into
into
it.
it.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna look
just
into it. I'm gonna look into it.
and you
I
too,
will do
hood.
that.
I'm out.
All right, she said, me
Later,
too.
QC.
Hey, Happy,
All
you know I
right.
don't fuck with you,
Peace,
so
y'all.
Right,
I'm
right,
also gonna
right,
say what's up to
right,
you, Happy, because you know I don't fuck with you like that. But all right.
right, right. Whatever.
Now,
Right.
TC is one of my day ones. TC is actually one of my day ones from years ago. TC is a beautiful spirit. Shout out to
She
TC.
is. She
Yeah,
is.
thank you, boo. Thank you, Nobo. You,
Yeah, I
thank you
fucks
so
No
with
doubt.
much.
TC. I fucks
Hell
with
yeah.
Yeah, we were gonna meet up, me and Noble. Yeah, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, in
Yeah.
Detroit.
Oh yeah. When
When
I
you
was in
came to see
Detroit,
you
yes.
yeah, you came to see
Doc
what's her
Pookrum,
name? Yeah,
Doctor
Dr.
Pookrum.
Pookrum. Yeah, Jewel Pookrum. Yeah, right, right.
Yes.
Yeah, you know my
Yes.
birthday on the 12th. I just had went to a black party Friday night. It was
Oh
Really?
well,
beautiful, man.
happy.
Yeah.
But this 12 coming up.
Yeah, the 12th coming up.
Well,
And
Okay.
then we got
happy
the
Okay.
two then we
birthday.
got the
Happy early
yeah,
birthday.
then we got the Tubi meet and greet this Friday coming up. So
The
it's a
what?
lot going on.
Hold
The
on. Did you
Tubi,
say, hold up, Noble?
Tubi.
To be where, when, who's hosting this?
Um push and produce production.
Shut up, Noble. Shut up,
you
shut up.
All
know what?
right. Okay. Now look, check this out. I think I
We'll
did
check it out.
overshare.
I'm out of
It's
here.
I
really gonna
think
happen. 15 years
yeah.
later, it's really gonna happen.
No, it's happening Friday.
That's what I'm talking about. It's been in works for like since the beginning of the B sector. Like what?
Yeah, it's
Are you
just
serious, Noble?
yeah, it's going down, man.
No, Noble, for real. Shush Trish. Noble, for real.
Yeah, talk to me. What you want to know?
Where no, I'm serious. Like because I heard a little bit about it last year, but I haven't really heard anything recent. So it's really going down the Tubi Awards.
No, not her. You
Girl,
two. I ain't talking about
you
that.
know
No,
what?
that's not what I'm talking about.
See,
No,
that's what I kept saying. Noble, for really, this shit been.
no, I ain't talking about that. That's bullshit.
So
That's not.
what
That's
Tubi Awards are you talking about?
no, no,
What you
no.
talking
It's
about, man?
okay. Okay, so this what I'm talking about. For the last maybe 4 5 months, I've been telling people that rather my fiance been, you know, doing shoots and for movies for Tubi, and I've been linking up with people that been doing Tubi movies
Oh,
and
you
things
talking about
like that.
Tubi? Okay, I for
Yeah,
some reason I
so
thought you were talking about the Y
yeah,
Tubi Awards. Okay, my bad, my bad.
it's Tubi.
Look
It's
at
like a
him, so
Tubi meet and greet of the cast of this new film that's coming out that my fiance gonna be in. So we gonna
So
do
your
that. We
fiance,
just
is she like famous? Is she like into acting? Is
no,
she like
this her first acting job. This her first one.
really?
This her first one. She also about to do another one. Yeah,
That's
so
cool.
yeah, it's all in Detroit, and like I
That is
said,
so
people be
cool.
thinking, yeah, people think people be capping until you show them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to start showing a little bit more. That's why I killed that channel. I started this channel. I'm gonna start another one just for marketing purposes. Because
Do
it's about to
that.
get serious in a minute. It's about to really get serious, and I don't need nobody to be like trying to sabotage. That's why I ain't been oversharing. I just speak on it and let it be what it is. But
Mm-hmm.
it's a work in progress. It's not an
Got it.
overnight thing. People think that it's supposed to happen when they want it to happen. They think this is microwave. No, it take years.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It take a long time to actually, see your dream,
mm,
fulfilled. You know.
that's true. That's
And
true. And I
it
always
might
tell,
not even,
mhm,
yeah, it might not even happen through you. It might happen through your children or your children's children.
yeah.
And you know, yeah, no doubt.
And I always say, like you were saying about the channels, I always say, have I know y'all heard me say this. I just said it this morning or yesterday. You need a backup to the backup to the backup to the backup,
To
and
the backup,
Yeah.
backup.
I have channels that you guys know about, and I have channels that you guys don't know about. And
Mm.
you make these channels, like I tell
Mm-hmm.
people, it's okay to be in the B sector and be in the fuck shit, but we can only go so far. Like the people in the B sector, the people who got really, really, really large numbers over here, they started doing other type of content before they gravitated to the B sector. The B sector per se, we can only go so far because we're just this small little community
It
in
is.
Oakville. So if you want to get out to other things, like I have other channels and all I do is shorts and they be getting thousands of views. I have other channels. I have my cake channel that people know of, and then I have the Hood Table Backup channel, but I have other channels as well. So I always tell people, if you want to be in the B sector, that's cool. But if you want to think about doing other shit, other type of commentary, start you a whole nother channel. Make sure you gotta have a totally different email, and make sure you never grace anywhere in the B sector on that other channel.
That's right. And
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that's the mistake I made with unconscious conversations, but at the same time, I destroyed two channels to get out of the B sector's algorithm. And I did that for a reason because I wasn't getting no motion. Like it was like my channel was blackballed or or ghosted from the algorithm because I was a part of certain people's content. You know what I'm saying? Now I could watch them,
hmm,
you know what I'm saying, but I don't have to do content on them. I don't have to engage in those type of conversations. You know, I could be in the chat. I could be a subby, but I can't be a willful participant in something that I'm not trying to do when I'm trying to grow my channel. Now,
right.
if you go to unconscious conversations, it has nothing to do with the B sector at all.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Well, I would
saying?
definitely
It's
stop.
just
I mean, I just I my oldest channel is like 8 years old. My very first channel that's monetized. I'm working on my third monetized channel. I definitely suggest, if you're trying to do something different. I know you're already around here with the unconscious, but if you're really trying
mm.
to do something different, start a whole brand new channel.
Oh,
Um,
I got something in the works.
yeah,
This just something
yeah,
so I can just commune with the people that I fuck with. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? Because I fucks with you. I
right,
fucks with certain people that's in the B sector, but I'm not with the shit. So I can't be like non-partial and biased to them because they in the sector. I still want to support them. I still can
mhm,
come and but I can separate this other thing I'm about to do. And y'all gonna love it.
yeah.
You gonna love it because you
And if
probably
you
seen
start a
it,
new
but
channel,
everybody ain't gonna see it.
if you start a new channel and you don't want it to be um well known in the B sector, at least let me know so I can support it. A lot of people who know me behind the scenes, I don't be on no fuck shit. I really don't. If you've been following me long enough, I don't be on no fuck shit. If you got a channel or whatever, I won't share it. I won't, advertise it. I won't be like, Noble's over here. So, I will definitely support you if you want. If you want, to drop me your link or whatever, and I'll support that other channel and stuff. But I know how hard it is sometimes to break away from the sector, but the best way to do it,
Hmm.
no matter what you want to do, whether it's something in your career or a hobby or just some other type of
Yeah,
content,
it got
start
a
your
lot to do with a
channel.
lot of that.
Yeah, you
It
gotta
got a lot
break
to
it.
do with a lot of that.
Yep.
Because just like I was saying, certain things in my personal life is being touched in certain different type of ways where I can't be with the mess. I can't be up
I
here
understand.
dragging.
No,
I
I've been
can't, you
here
know what I'm
for it
saying?
all. We've been here for it all. We understand.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's like a totally rebranding while I'm trying to rebrand myself where I'm bringing out a brand, and marketing it the right way. So it's
Yep.
not about it's about a product. It's about merch. It's about I'm the brand. So if I'm gonna put a
Right.
brand out here with my name on it, it don't necessarily have to be clean. It's just
Hmm.
that that brand got to be clean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The brand got to be clean. It can't have my face on it. It can't be connected to me in no type of way. Y'all just seeing the brand.
And
Y'all
that's
just
like my
seeing
other
it.
channels are. My other channels are not connected to me. They don't have my name. Like people might even see those channels and be like, they might just be like, even subscribe, but they don't know it's me. My voice ain't on there. It's just videos that
Mm,
I got on there. So yeah.
yeah. And then I don't really know how to work the social media like a whole like you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm learning how to work the Instagram and the Facebook and
You'll
all the
get it.
other, I'm learning the TikToks and all that because it's all about branding and merchandising. We in 2026. It's time to start doing things a different type of way. It's time to start using AI. It's time to start being creative. It's just like, see, this what I have to tell. This what I came up here to tell you, Hood Table, is that just like I told MU, is that seeing you create your cakes and then you step to merch like your t-shirts. I'm like, wow, we really could make this happen. You know what I'm saying? It's
Absolutely.
inspiring. It's inspiring to me that you can use your hobby and you could really turn it into a brand and make some money off of it. You know what I'm
It
saying? And you can, you
really
know what
is.
I'm
And I
saying?
tell people that all the time, Noble.
It just don't have to be content creation on YouTube. You content create with a brand. You content create with merch. You content create with it. Well, you might not like what I say on YouTube, but you'll like my teacups. You'll like my t-shirts. You might want to buy a cake. You know what I'm saying? You might, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just we in
But
a
you know
different
my
age
motto,
now.
Noble. My motto, Noble. I instill that in my sons. I try to instill that in everybody I meet. You always have to have that main gig, that main 401, that main insurance, that main gig that's gonna give you what you need to survive. But you always have to have at least one or two or three hustles on the side.
Right.
And I stand on that
I
shit. And
so
when you came
definitely.
from poverty like me, and when you came from very low means and strive, I mean, I'm like striving and surviving, good times, living in the
Fight the
project,
power.
and all that kind of shit. I'm telling you, when I got grown, I was like, I don't ever want to be in this shit that I was raised in. And trust me, what I came from makes me who I am today. It's no shade on that because I'm still in the hood. But from what I came from, I mean, really, really, we were really poor, Noble, really poor. I mean, everything I got came from Goodwills, the outlet. You know what I'm saying? Like everything I got was handed down to me when I was growing up. Until I got out there as a teenager and I started hustling. And
Mm,
Mhm.
from a teenager and a teenager on, I always had at least one or two jobs and some hustles on the side.
mm.
And I stand in that believe. I stand in that like Mel said in the chat, multiple streams of income. When I was raising my boys and they wanted to play sports, oh, your shoes cost 300 and your shoes cost 2. Oh, your camp cost 500 and yours cost 6. Oh, we uniform. I mean, all the shits, all the things that I had to do as a single parent. I made sure I had at least one job, maybe two, and some hustles. And that's the only way I survive with my children, making sure they had everything they need. And so I stand on that shit. Everybody should have a hustle, but your hustle should always be something that's a little bit
Mm.
more fun than your regular job. Nothing too
And I'm
stressful.
telling you, and I
Something you
want to tell
love
you,
to do. Hmm.
and I want to tell you, like being a part of like the
Mm.
film and production industry, like it's like, man, it'd be fun, man. I mean, it'd be, you might see like behind the scene footage of how they make movies. That's just how it be. And you be like caught up in the moment, but you don't be caught up in the celebrity,
Right.
if that makes sense, because you get to understand that everybody got a job that they have to do, whether it's
Yep.
a sex scene, whether it's a death scene. Everybody have we just want to push the best product possible.
Yeah.
Like I said, this one production that we working on is called Tank. Um, that's the one she's gonna be in. So just look out for it.
But
There's a
shout
few
out to
more out
her.
here.
Congratulations. That has to be exciting.
Yes,
That really has to
it
be exciting.
is.
So congratulations to her and congratulations on your engagement. And
Yeah.
I know you don't want to put too much out here when that time comes because you know how motherfuckers is. They'll try to find you where the wedding party gonna be, where the shit like that. Where they gifts going to? Is it on Amazon? Is it on Target? So make sure you be low key about that type of shit when the
Yeah.
time comes.
I'm gonna tell you like this. In order for them to reach us, they gotta catch a plane, train, or automobile. They're gonna really have to get out this. They gonna have to get out the continental United States. The
Oh,
Doc's out. Yeah,
okay,
yeah. It's
okay,
something. It's different.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to you and good luck with that. I was just telling everybody, this year I've told my sons, I told my subbies, this year I believe it's gonna be my year of love, and I'm gonna find my one, and he's gonna find me, and we're gonna live happily ever after.
Mhm.
I'm
Ain't
speaking
nothing
it
wrong with that.
into existence. I'm speaking it
Ain't
into.
nothing wrong with that. And you
I
know what?
love love. I
Sometimes,
love black love. I love being in love. I love
yeah.
relationships. I love all that
And
shit.
then that type of love ain't planned. It just happens. And that type of love ain't forced. You know what I'm saying? It's like a river with a current. It just flows. It goes with that leaf go where that current takes it. In your love, in your heart, it's that leaf. And it's gonna meet up to a bank where it's gonna meet with all different type of leaves, but it's gonna connect with that one leaf throughout this current, of life and love. That's why it's something that should never be forced. It should be something that should never
Yeah,
have expectations.
it should be
No
so
type of
natural.
expectations.
It should be
It
so
should be
natural.
yeah, it should be as natural as childbirth.
Yep.
You go through the pains, the labor, and then when it's birthed, it's such a beautiful baby. It don't matter how ugly it is, if it got dysfunctions, you still gonna love it, whatever the flaws is, and that's what real love is.
Yep.
You
Don't
know,
be giving me them eyes, Mel. I'm gonna find my man this year. Sure.
that's what I found. That's
Sure.
what I
hood,
I
found.
ain't gonna
hood,
come down there where you is, Mel, in the South. I'm gonna find him though.
hood
Yeah, that's what
table
I
and
found.
noble.
Excuse me.
What's up, Happy Life?
I said hood table and noble.
Hood table number what?
Y'all could go together.
You know what,
No,
Happy
I'm
Life?
engaged already.
I
Happy
ain't never
life.
said
I'm
I would
already
drop.
good.
I ain't never
I'm
said I would
already
drop
all right.
Happy Life, but
If
Happy
she would have
Life,
caught me, if she would have caught me about a year and a half ago, maybe yeah, but
Happy Life is crazy. You know, Happy Life crazy.
yeah,
Don't
man,
pay him
listen,
no mind.
stop it. I'm not.
You always pay me mine.
You know what? On that note,
I'm about to drop down. All right, Hood Table. I just wanted to come up here and give you your accolades. I appreciate your inspiration that you give me for my new ideas to pursue and different things. You know what I'm saying? And
I appreciate you and everything that you do. I congratulate you. I support you. I want good things for you. It's certain people in this atmosphere where we are on YouTube that I really found a liking to, and regardless of, I'm one person that everybody don't like, Noble. So I understand. You know what I mean? I understand. Everybody is not gonna like everybody. Everybody don't support everybody. I tried to support everybody back in the gap when everybody was coming up in the B sector or the YouTube world, and I quickly learned that all the support you give to others is not reciprocated. So that's why people who support me now, I really try my best to support them before I support anybody else.
I'm gonna come get me a cake.
That's real facts. That's real facts.
I'm going to come get me a cake. One of these days, I'm going to come get me a goddamn cake. I'm gonna come get one of them sexy ass cakes. I gotta come get one.
All right,
Straight
I'm
up,
gonna
man.
hold you. I'm gonna hold you to
One of
it.
these days, but like I said, thank you for your inspiration on what you do. You
You
know what I'm
will.
saying? Being a creative, you know what I'm saying? And it just inspired me to do more things, you know what I'm saying, to create. You know what I'm saying, to do things, not only just my hobbies, but things I love. Cause you do just like you make cakes. That's your labor of love. You could do that for free and you would still love doing it.
I really do. And a lot of times
You know
I
what
don't
I'm
even
saying?
charge people what I could be charging them because I do it because I like to do it. I mean, of course I gotta
Hmm.
get paid something, but a lot of times I
You
don't
know,
even
it's like I say,
mm-hmm.
it's like when you do things that you love to do, it's like getting paid for it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's about that labor of love. And with that being
Yes.
said, Hood Table, thank you for having me up. And
Anytime
I'll
though.
grace your panel maybe another 2, 3, 4 weeks from now. But yeah, my birthday is on the 12th and all that. Well,
Well,
I'll send a beautiful bean footage.
happy early birthday. My
It's
son, my
Aquarius
baby,
season. We acting up.
my youngest son's birthday, my youngest son Cam, his birthday is the 10th. So y'all right next to each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
My
remember it.
fiance, my
I might come
fiance,
on here and sing you a little birthday song and tag you, okay?
my fiance birthday is on the 7th.
Oh, well, happy early birthday.
Yeah, yeah. Hers on the 7th. Her daughter's on the 5th. Mine on the 12th. So
Oh
it's
man,
like
y'all
boom,
back
boom,
to
boom,
back.
boom, boom. Yeah.
Yes, back to back to back.
Yeah. All right, Hood Table. I'll get up with you later.
All right, huh? Have a good night.
All right. Peace and love.
All right, peace and love. And what's up,
Um,
DC? The budget is
alrighty. Alrighty. I'm getting ready to say the main event.
child, we
Three,
about
two,
to do this. We about to end this real quick. But what up, Corinne? And what up, Nisi? Nisi said, been in here enjoying a great conversation and just chilling the hood table. I got like for them dancing videos and TC marching. I love dancing. I love dancing. I love watching steppers. I love watching drill teams. I love watching the college cheerleaders. I love all that shit. I'm really into all that shit. I would still be dancing today if my knees didn't get bad from dancing for
make
years.
sure y'all remain vigilant of all
Because
time.
the dance team that I was on, it wasn't just line dancing, it was hip hop line dancing. So it was a lot of stuff. It was a lot of swinging and bouncing and jumping and spinning and twirling. And it wasn't just no to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. No, we was doing all kind of shit. Our hip hop line dance team, and they still are going on and they still travel and everything. But I'm like still part of the crew, you know, still managing like our social medias and things like that. But I just don't dance anymore because, you know, my knees is just child. They done took a beating. 15, 20 years of dancing, it'll do it for you. It'll do it for you. But yeah, I love dancing and I love to watch people dance. But yeah, so shout out to those good knees, y'all. Take care of them knees, y'all. But okay, Happy Life, you got any last minute words you want to say before we bounce?
Of course, make sure y'all remain vigilant of all time and stay safe and make sure y'all keep it hood. I'll see you on the back end, wifey, later.
Did you know you? You know, somebody come get. Oh, he already gone. That damn Happy Life. Oh Lord, Happy Life, Happy Life. We don't need to find you a woman, Happy Life. We don't have to find you a woman. He had already called himself Mr. The Hood Table. Now he calling me wifey. Y'all, he done wifed me up and I ain't even said yes. I ain't said I do. I ain't got no ring. I ain't got no child. Happy Life. You know what? Nisi, you know what? Kareem. I love me some Happy Life though. I do. I think he's really funny. But y'all make sure y'all like and share the video. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I really am trying to get back into the groove of going live a lot more often. So I have been going live like every day, even if it's only 30 or 45 minutes. So I hope y'all all enjoying the lives and enjoying the different commentary that I provide, regardless of what we discuss, B sector, trending news, whatever. But make sure you please like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you happen to be new here. Hit the notification bell. If you want to donate to the platform, $, the hood table, 402. Happy life, go to bed. Go to bed, happy life. And as I always say at the end of my show, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant. I can't even talk. Vigilant. What did I say? Oh, let me start over. Stay safe. Happy life got me cracking up. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember, say it with me now, keep it hood. I'm out. Bye. Good night. Love you guys.